Now at 5, tracking a couple of downpours on radar now, but looking ahead to the threat of severe weather tonight. I'll have the timeline in your forecast.
A 17-year-old under arrest for a shooting in downtown Indy.
The concerns now being expressed tonight about the city curfew and why 17-year-olds are not included.
Parts of Washington Street on Indy's west side now under construction as part of a massive project that will transform how we get around the city of Indianapolis. But some local businesses are now feeling the heat. That story still ahead.
The Fever are back at home playing host to the Chicago Sky. That game is on WTHR right here. We preview the action that's coming up for you live in sports.
It's 5 o'clock. It's Friday Eve on this Thursday night. We're helping you get prepared for another round of storms with a weather impact alert in effect now.
So if you see your screens, you can get an idea of the area that's going to be impacted. The map shows nearly every part of the area is at risk of severe weather. So we are in the Weather Center tonight with Angela for a look at when these storms could arrive.
Storms for us look to be after 9 p.m. We've got a couple of downpours starting to fire on radar now, but our concern will be with a line of storms that again develops across parts of Illinois and moves our way during the late evening and overnight hours. For now, we have a couple of counties north and west under a tornado watch. This goes until 10 p.m. That watch extends back west across parts of Illinois. A new severe thunderstorm watch as close to us as St. Louis. We are tracking a big line of storms and an increased threat of severe weather, especially in areas north and west of Indianapolis. Mentioned a couple of downpours. We've got one southern sections of Vermilion County. We've got a couple developing south of Indianapolis. We'll travel south along I-74. That one pushing just to the east of Greensburg. Bloomington, you've got a downpour just to your west. These will briefly interrupt some evening plans. And then all eyes on a developing line of thunderstorms. It's this line here approaching Quincy that will have an impact for us later this evening. A pop-up or two early on. The main line of storms arrives between 10 p.m. and midnight for most of central Indiana. May contain damaging wind and heavy rain. The tornado threat mainly to the north and west, but it's a line we're going to be tracking closely tonight.
Thanks, Angela. And you can track any storms, rain or storms alongside of Angela with our live local radar. It's available to stream anytime you want, and if things get severe, you certainly want to have it. It's on the WTHR streaming app.
Tonight at 5, a teen is facing charges for a shooting in downtown Indianapolis that sent one person to the hospital.
A 20-year-old is also charged. As our Ashton Hackman explains, it comes as city leaders consider adding 17-year-olds to the extended curfew hours.
And this shooting happened well before the current curfew for 17-year-olds here in Indy. This proposal would have made that shooting happen after 17-year-olds should have already been home.
Around 11:45 Friday night at Washington and Meridian, a fight turned to gunfire.
Several shots by the Pearl Street pizzeria. I think I may have one pulling out of this lot by PW3s. Hold on one second. Eastbound Washington, it's going to be a white car.
Police stopped that car and arrested a 17-year-old and 20-year-old Sean Cole. Court docs say Cole denied pulling the trigger, telling officers, quote, "No, I didn't shoot. I didn't shoot nothing." Investigators recovered 18 shell casings at the scene and 2 guns from the car.
It is a little frustrating that these incidents are happening right in front of our officers. But when people choose to engage in this reckless behavior, our officers are responding and we're holding people accountable.
Soon after, a man walked into a Southside hospital with a gunshot wound. Detectives later linked his injuries to the downtown shooting.
We were able to tie these 2 incidents together and to make this arrest that same night because witnesses, victims, the community came forward and spoke to us.
The arrests come as a proposal to expand Indianapolis's summer curfew advances to the full city-county council. If approved, 17-year-olds would have to be home by 11 p.m. on weekends. IMPD Chief Tanya Terry expressed her support.
I support anything that aims at keeping our kids safe, that encourages parental involvement.
We can intervene early, maybe send somebody home, get in touch with parents before something escalates, before a youth can be involved in violence or become a victim to that violence.
Violence putting curfew changes back in the spotlight. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
And both Cole and the 17-year-old are charged with felony criminal recklessness. In the meantime, the curfew proposal will go before the full City County Council July 6th.
A warning tonight from Metro Police to people all across the city when it comes to large gatherings. After some impromptu gatherings, they're now asking people across the community to watch out for unusually large crowds taking part in dangerous behavior, as well as posts on social media encouraging people to come together and participate in that behavior. They certainly would like to hear from you if you witness or know about any of these planned situations.
If you're in a spot where things are starting to get out of hand, things become disruptive, property damage or anything like that is occurring, that's when you need to call 911.
Metro Police did not go into any details about the investigations that led to this warning today.
Happening right now, work is underway on a transportation project spanning 24 miles east to west across Indianapolis. This is the soon-to-be Indigo Blue Line. You're looking at Washington Street out on the west side. Samantha Johnson spent the day there getting a closer look at the construction so far.
If I'm being totally honest, parts of Washington Street are a mess right now. Keep in mind, this is the same stretch of Washington Street that was just closed for a year and a half for a different project. And now businesses here say, can't we catch a break? And they are feeling the heat.
After 2 years of the bridge, this is getting a little old for us. We're just getting back to doing good again, you know, and then this comes along.
Joe's Auto Sales is still open if you can get there, with work here sticking around for a few more weeks.
We are looking to end of June, July for things to kind of settle down where you won't see as much activity.
Lisa Sword with Indigo says it's a headache for sure, but in the end, connecting the airport to Cumberland through downtown Indy will be worth it.
Long term, this is going to be so much better for the neighborhood.
But anyway, it is what it is, and we're getting along.
The Indigo Blue Line expected to be up and running by 2028. On the west side, Samantha Johnson, 13 News.
Indigo says it wants to help support local businesses along the entire construction route. Anyone can reach out for help with signage and social media posts.
Happening tonight on the south side in Johnson County, a chance for you to learn more about a project there to widen Smith Valley Road. Tonight's public information meeting gets underway at 6 o'clock. It's at the Greenwood City Center, but if you want to get there a little early, the doors do open at 5:30. County and NDOT crews will be widening the road in Greenwood over the next 6 years. The first part of the Smith Valley Road that's up for construction is the key portion from Greenwood High School to just west of US 31, and that's set to begin next year.